welcome to part 2 of our Totoro cosplay. This is the making of the dress. So basically we're going to be putting stay stitching in our top of our back bodice. Basically what this is a loose stitch, longest stitch, but you gotta do both back tacking, which means you have to reverse the stitch on both ends. So you're just going to do a loose stitch on your back piece. When it's done, it'll be a loose stitch starting from this point. And you have to do this at a half of a stitch. So you're halfway. So mine's about 4 for halfway. You're just going to slowly sew your stay stitching in. And then you are going to clip the thread. It'll look something like this with your long stitches. Do that to the other back side of your back bodice. Take your insert and you're going to sew at 5/8 along the top in a regular stitch, not your loose stitch, so put it back to your regular setting stitch. And then we're going to trim the top. So you're just going to stick it in your machine. At 5/8 or 5, and depending on your machine. And you're just going to sew across the top. Don't forget to reverse stitch. And then you're going to trim. You're going to pull right sides out. You're going to iron the top of your insert, and then you're going to stay stitch all the way around your insert, and that will be your longest stitch. And you're going to do that to your 5 area. And now we're going to set in our Totoro pieces. So let's do those. You're going to cut out your 3 bigger triangles and 4 small triangles to make our Totoro triangle pieces. And basically you're going to do a regular stitch around this, and then you're going to zigzag the edge of this. I'll show you what that one looks like. As you can see, if you look really closely, there is this regular stay stitch, and I just zigzagged over it. So you're just going to go around and pivot at the corners, and then you're going to go around again and zigzag. Alright, do that to the remainder of your Totoro triangle point things. You should have all your Totoro triangle pieces on. The normal Totoro usually has 4 across the top and 5 along the bottom, but with my space being so small, I had to do 3 and 4. Alright, let's take you to the next step for our Totoro costume. Your bodice front, you're going to match the dot with the dot at the corner, and then you're going to match the end here, and you're going to sew this at your 5 again. So just we're matching your dots like in your pattern. So you're matching your dot, this dot here, on the dot with your insert. You're going to iron everything open, and then you are going to iron this seam up, and then we are now going to work on our back bodice part. We're going to make our darts in our bodice back, and you're just going to pinch and match and then fold over, and then you're going to pin, and then you're going to sew along the next step is to press your dart towards where your zipper, your flat edge seam is going to be, and you're going to do that to both of your pieces and ironing towards the flat edge. The right sides together by matching your back piece to your front piece, and you're going to sew the soldier seam, and then the waist seam, and then you're going to do it to your other half of your bodice. You're going to interfacing your facing sections. You're going to do the manufacturer says, and then you're going to put your pieces together like this so it'll be curved, and then when you fold it up it'll look like this. So have your pieces like this. So now after you got it all connected, you want to put a 1/4 regular stitch in here, and then we're going to fold it over, and then you're going to sew that down too. So your edge will look something like this, and now we're going to sew this to our garment bodice. So you're going to pin your facing the right sides, and then you're going to pull, you're going to match your dot, and you're going to pull this piece to the inside, and we're going to sew that so it looks something like this. Now you're going to you're going to trim, and now you're going to leave some triangles in your curves. And now we're going to sew our, we're going to be doing a understitch. So basically we're sewing this part of our piece to this side. So like I said, you're just going to stitch along here, making sure that you sew this to your bodice down, so that it'll be easily. And this is the end of part 2. Part 3 will be the sleeves and the skirt part, which I believe I'll be uploading tomorrow. So this is your bodice. This is it all over where it's gotta go. And I'll see you guys later. See you tomorrow maybe. Bye bye.